Malaysia is a multicultural and secular country in Southeast Asia, with a population of 30 million. 61.3% of the population is Muslim.
Malaysia is a secular state technically, but our national religion is Islam. Policies and the way the country is run gives importance to Islam and Islamic beliefs and values. However, it is not an Islamic state as such.
Hudud is a set of laws ordained by God, and as such a true believer will accept it without question. Conviction requires reliable witness of integrity, not just any witness off the street. And other conditions need to be met. For example, has the accused been offered assistance from the society prior to the theft?
As a lawyer, one of the main concerns would be that it violates the equality provisions in the federal constitution, as it allows for two systems of punishment for the same crime.
There is freedom to practice religion in Malaysia, and that is something that I value very much. However, there is a restriction that you're not allowed to evangelize to the Malay Muslims. It is a shame that if a Malay feels attracted to Christianity or to another religion, it is very difficult for them to explore that and to see for themselves what religious values and beliefs and practices resonate with them personally.
Those who breach Sharia law can only the penalties are limited to jail term, not exceeding 3 years, whipping of not more than 6 strokes, or fines of not more than 5,000 ringgit. The intended amendments to the Sharia law, and indeed the Hudud penalties, is that they want to expand the penalties to include other areas, but it does not say that it will be applicable to non-Muslims. That's just a step that some feel will get into the next stage of breaching into the guidelines or the constitutional rights of non-Muslims.
The problem with Hudud is that there needs to be many witnesses who need to be men.
This is especially a problem in rape cases where the victim, who's a woman, is not considered to be a suitable witness, and she can be convicted of fornication.
Can't blame the Hudud laws on Islam. It's not necessarily an Islamic principle. Instead, it's in misinterpretations of Sharia law. Western scholars, Western states, instead of saying attacking these places like Pakistan or Malaysia as, Islam regimes that force their women into Hudud laws, that we should instead view it as a strategy of weak and undemocratic regimes. If we view it as Islamic, that's just going to cause the same problems that we're having. So instead of that, we should see Hudud ordinances not as Islamic, but as a tool of a state that isn't really democratically elected or vying for power in the case of Malaysia.
Hudud law is very positive. It acts as a deterrent because the punishments are so severe. It will allow the portrayal of Islamic governments to be seen as peaceful in the media, as Malaysia is a very peaceful country.
I do not think Malaysia needs Hudud law, because Hudud law was written at a time where there was lots of conflict, very few laws and lots of lawlessness, and Malaysia is not in that situation.
I think the Malaysian government is simply using Hudud as a way to gain support of Malay Muslim supporters.
If we have freedom to practice our religion, we should not have another religion's laws imposed on us. And right now, the Malaysian system works very well. We have a civil law system. It's not a religious system. It's based on the British common law practice, and it has stood us well.
The other way of thinking about it is to say the Constitution reigns supreme and that all men are born equal, and that there should not be two separate bases of judging an individual.
For human rights activists who have always stood against corporal punishment, it would appear that the new bill paves the way for heavier corporal punishment in relation to the crimes that it caters for.